This is Josh M. I changed my YouTube name, so like it says on the title, this is Antonio's final 3 games of the season until playoffs. So I will no longer be playing with him. I will be taking a break from NBA Live until October 21st, until Batman Gotham Knight come out. So if you want me to play NBA or WWE 2K22, please let me know.
It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. We're at Talking Stick Resort Arena in downtown Phoenix. Tonight, it's the Phoenix Suns taking on the Memphis Grizzlies. The Suns win the opening tip. They'll have it first as we get going in the desert. Lynn picked up by Jones. To Booker. Oh, you've got to get that one to go.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
Phoenix has the ball. DeAndre Ayton to Booker. Oh, missed it. How'd that not go down? Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
And by the way, I'll probably have to stop this recording or this live stream because I'm going somewhere later on, so bear with me with this.
Free throw.
I'm trying to
finish
get this
off the
done.
three-point play. The lead is up to 5. Lynn with it. Looking to make something happen. Here comes the screen. Lynn. To Booker. 5 on the shot clock for Phoenix. 24-second violation. Flash at the controls. To Jaren Jackson. For 3, Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Lynn. The Suns with 4 to shoot. To Booker. And the rebound belongs to Memphis. Fires the 3. Off the mark. No good. scores. Now the Suns going to signal for a timeout as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups.
People are so silly. What do you think today was my birthday?
Lynn to Matthews. Lynn. Nice pass to get things going.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Jones with it. 10 to the score. Nothing going here on that drive. Jonas Valanciunas, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Matthews. Jonas
I hope you
Valanciunas.
blocked that shot, my dude.
It's Wade.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Count it.
And see, this is simple. This is where the PG pulls the bigs over to the side and says, we can't allow that to happen. You need to be an enforcer down low.
If we want to be the top team in the West, we have to beat the team in the West, and that's Phoenix.
To Matthews.
I don't even know who we facing in the playoffs, really. It could be the Kings, it could be somebody else.
Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
I hope it's the Rockets, because that's what I really want to face. I don't want to face the Kings.
And scores. Great body control on the step through.
Okay, I saw a little bit of a handle there. But let's see if that confidence is still there down the stretch.
Lynn with it. He'll run the offense. To Matthews. Deep left corner. Beyond the arc for 3. Very little's gone right in this first
All right,
quarter.
Prince. I'll see you, bro.
Scoreboard, they're back within 9.
And Ed, Rome was not built in one day. You can't rush the
Look, Faithy replied back. Wow.
Chip, chip, chip.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
passing like that on national TV, that's not a good sign.
Booker with it. 9-point margin. To Mikal Bridges. Nothing going here on that drive. Has a chance, gets a look, can't hit. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's too deep. Shot no good. Booker, great feed, sets it up. Jeremy Lin, 3 for 3 in this first half.
And ISO basketball is becoming a thing of the past. Team basketball is back. And if you have that personnel with the versatility plus the mindset, game over.
And he scores. Euro step into the rim, Jay.
When the ball's in his hands,
I'm really going to dunk it, but okay. That's fine.
It's Phoenix ball. Booker. Surveys the floor. Five on the shot clock for Phoenix. Booker. It's no good. Great defense. A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles in and out. To Booker. Slams it down.
it's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Tyler Johnson, guarded by Tyus Jones. He throws it down.
See, these are the type of opportunities the defense doesn't take advantage of. When that guy went up for that dunk, he cradled the ball to gain momentum. As soon as he brings that ball back to you in the cradle, you have to have active hands, get in there, strip that ball away.
Around the perimeter. Nothing going here on that drive. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Ah, someone's been working on that one for weeks behind closed doors. That's why they call it practice.
Booker. Reset here. Let's see what they do. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. Trying to cash in. Wide open look. Won't go.
You see, Ed, this is where coaches get fired. It's great to have good offensive sets, but if you can't execute, then the play was a failure.
Fail.
Into the front court. It's Booker. His team down 9. To Mikal Bridges.
What you gonna do, bro? What you gonna do?
To Jeremy Lin. The assist.
It's really a dope thing when passing becomes infectious. But don't become overly passive. Still take your shots when they're there.
Grizzlies at the controls right now. To Rodney Hood. Probing the defense. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Booker with it. Counting down toward a minute to go in this first half. To Mikal Bridges.
Think you stick Bridges? Not on my watch. Damn.
She's in for 2.
I love the drive to the basket then. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Throws it down. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Lin.
Let's go.
Great dish to set it up. Mikal Bridges
I
with the
can't believe it. I'm not playing
If
a
you
game
didn't
no
know
more
that,
with you.
then we would have to talk about it.
And now it's Flash with the basketball. Going to launch beyond the arc.
That's his first personal foul.
Dwayne Wade is going to get a chance at 3 here. For his career, 76% from the line. Oops, he missed the first one. Gets the second, one more coming. And he missed the free throw. 1 for 3 on that try. Oh, big finish at the rim. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
Not the right time, Mr. Bridge.
Deep three at the buzzer.
Damn.
First half comes to an end. The
Damn.
Grizzlies out in front.
I had him where I wanted. It was that buzzer beater. Fuck.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and I've got your EA Sports halftime report. The Grizzlies have the lead, but not by much. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Memphis Grizzlies. The Suns are keeping things competitive after 2 quarters. And even though they don't have the lead, they're doing a great job of moving the ball around. They might find themselves on the winning end of the scoreboard if they can keep it up. These are the guys getting buckets for the Phoenix Suns.
Game track. Bench points.
The coaches are getting the kind of bench production that can make for some interesting rotations. Keep an eye on the substitution patterns in the second half.
Player of the half.
I'm ready to skip ahead and just get this guy player of the game. You can tell he's on his way to a special game.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in that first half. These are the top plays from the opening half.
Number 2. Number 1.
It looks like we're going to be facing Utah.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Memphis, they've got it. Got the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
And it's so deflating for the defense when you pick up right exactly where you left off at halftime. That's the kind of energy you need.
Into the front court, it's Booker. His club's staring up at an 8-point deficit. Nothing going here on that drive. Gets it to go.
You are still
Lot of contact, but no foul.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size. But in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Screen coming. To Jaren Jackson. Nothing going here on that drive. Stuffs it down with authority.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Phoenix with it. Lynn to Booker. Here comes the screen. Booker around the perimeter. Here's a chance from long range. Valanciunas there for the board. Wade picked up by Booker. From long range. That's off the side of the rim. Short.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Jones with it. Up 5. To Jaren Jackson. 4-3. They swarm Jaren Jackson. Missed the shot. And a chance coming up at the line.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just got to let them play, ref.
First try at the line. No good. No good on the first, no good on the second. 0 for 2. Jones with it. Leads 5. To Wade. To Jaren Jackson. They call a 3-second violation. Lynn, guarded by Tyus Jones. To Booker. Great look and vision. Jonas Valanciunas snatching it out of the air. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Grizzlies. Booker. Jonas Valanciunas swats in.
And that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Now ready for a couple of free throws.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
First one, count it. Two for 2 on that trip. Suns with the basketball. Booker. Sizing up the defense. Booker. Has a look. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Jones with it. Looking to make something happen. To Jaren Jackson. Lets it fly from long range. Offensive board. Lynn with it. The deficit now up to 5. Oh, good defense by Memphis as they come up with the steal.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Booker to Lynn. Jeremy Lin. That's how it's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game.
You know, he may not show up in your feed all the time with the crazy highlights, but he's one of the most underrated creative shot makers we have in this game.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Jones with it. They'll run the offense. Now ready to shoot at the line.
I'm watching the coach's reaction Jackson right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
And hits the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. To Mikal Bridges. Not that time. To Danny Green. Sets him up. He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
That's his second personal foul. Team foul number 3.
Danny Green at the line for 2 shots. A career 81% free throw shooter.
Memphis, number 1, Kyle Anderson.
No good on the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Short jumper misses. It's Grizzlies ball. The pass set it all up.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Jonas Valanciunas sends it away. Jones with it. The advantage is 13 points. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Tyus Jones at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. A career 81% free throw shooter. Free throws good. Add 1 more to the total. This game feels out of reach. Nice pass to set things up. And count the basket.
And a lot of passers usually have their head on the swivel, but ultimately, either you have a feel for the game or you don't.
Good work defensively as the pass is taken away.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in the playoff game, it will.
Not going to have it this time.
Ooh, not skipping a beat. There are some things that you just cannot teach. That's called a 6'10 frame with a 7'5 wingspan.
Jones with it. Up a dozen. To Jaren Jackson.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Jonas Valanciunas trying to cash in on a 3-point play. For his career, 78% at the line. Jones with it. They lead it by 14 and stuffs it home.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Seconds to shoot. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Jaron Jackson. To Wade. Fires the three. Like the confidence, but a tough shot for Dwayne Wade. That's no good.
Let's get a moment of silence and say goodbye to Phoenix for me. That's all I gotta say for you, Devin Book. I'll see you in the playoffs, brother.
Deep three at the buzzer. Grizzlies get the victory.
As
they win this one handily. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
The Grizzlies were solid in today's victory. You ask me, and I'll tell you, with the ball movement that made all the difference. There's something to be said for a team that can win as a group. And that's what happened here today. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Memphis Grizzlies. The Suns couldn't put it together to get the victory here today. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you could tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored to the Phoenix Suns.
Game stats. Player of the game.
The highlight says it all. He's your player of the game.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. Time now for the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
And here we've got the remaining games. On behalf of Ed Cohen and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.
That was game 1 from the Antonio's last 2 games before playoffs. So next game we got in Chicago. Still kills me. I'm not MVP. Again, LeBron is Western Conference Player of the Month, and I don't get shit. How did y'all get a conference or a clinch conference already? Damn. The game's not even over and y'all sitting up here got a clinch conference. Damn. Brooklyn, y'all something else. And the Bucks got a clinch division. So is Orlando. That's wild. Okay, Houston, just keep winning games and don't lose anymore because I want to face y'all in the playoffs and not the Kings. Damn, the Phoenix got eliminated. That's sad. Okay. On to the Bulls. Oh, shoot.
It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. We are at United Center in the Windy City. Tonight, the Chicago Bulls taking on the Memphis Grizzlies. The Memphis Grizzlies control the tap. Count the bucket for two.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen. And I'm going to gloat about my old team here for a second. Did you know the Bulls are the only NBA franchise to win multiple championships and never lose an NBA Finals series in their history?
6-0 right now. It helped to have a guy named MJ. But, Jay, think about this. If he's not gone those 2 seasons, maybe it's 8 straight Finals wins. Wade goes to the right side. Drive here. The shot stays out. Marking it to Porter. And a throwdown.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the
If the
dribble.
Bulls
We
want to
call
win the
that
break
dancing.
the
When you
streak,
allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Dwayne Wade. Nothing going here on that drive to Valanciunas. Grizzlies with 4 to
Splash.
shoot. Not that time. To Levine. Zach Levine doing what he does best.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. To Wade. No, Carter with the rejection.
Just incredible timing on that side.
And he throws it down.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Jones with it. 8-2 our score.
Oh my God.
Off the mark.
I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
To Wendell Carter. He's denied.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
And now it's Flash with the basketball. Flushes it home.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you head home.
Screen coming. To Porter. Oh, he's denied.
Oh,
That's
big
2
man doing
blocks.
work right there.
Wade. Runners good.
I love you, Chicago,
Because in certain
but I am
players'
not about
minds,
to
it
sit
doesn't
here
matter
and
if they're
lose
amongst
to
the
a
trees or
team.
not, they're always going to be the giant in the paint.
This streak will continue until we get to the playoffs. Even though Giannis will be a hard person to face, I've been through it before.
2-4 now.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
To Valanciunas. Oh, contact. Shot so good and no foul. To Porter. Oh, straight down the middle. 4-2.
The okey doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
Got a piece to knock it away.
Ooh, not skipping a beat. There are some things that you just cannot teach. That's called a 6'10 frame with a 7'5 wingspan.
Now the Grizzlies will use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitute.
Yeah, baby, here we go. Substitution.
Damn. Just damn.
Into the game for the Chicago Bulls. Number 8, Zach Levine.
Right down Broadway for the 2. Defender has to pick him up.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Chicago with the possession. To Redick. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Another follow, no good. And a putback slam.
Ooh, that's nasty right there.
Nothing going here on that drive. To the rim, lays it up and in.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Grant with the basketball. His guys holding the big lead. No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with an element of surprise.
To the rim. Couldn't keep it in. Out on
What was
Jerry
you trying to
Grant.
do? Make an alley out of it?
Memphis with the rock. Hood. to Danny Green. Has a look. Wide open look, won't go.
You see, Ed, this is where coaches get fired. It's great to have good offensive sets, but if you can't execute, then the play was a failure.
Wendell Carter. Curling inside. Off the mark. He loves the tough shots, but that one may be too tough.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
I got him. Here we go.
Nothing going here on that drive. Oh, good defense by Memphis as they come up with the steal. Big finish at the rim. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
And finishes strong.
A two-time dunk champion, I love watching Zach LaVine play. But you can't become obsessed with just attacking the rim. You have to continue to expand your game and really give Chicago that lead guard that they haven't had since D. Rose.
Reddick to Wendell Carter. And he buries it.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
To Rodney Hood. 4-3. Knocks it down and the foul. He's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
The defender cannot be caught with his hand staying in the cookie jar. What I mean, contesting that pocket. You have to keep that hand going in and out, going in and out. Keep the offensive player thinking about where your hands are at all times.
It's the free throw. Bulls have it. To Levine. Has a chance. Levine shot no good. To Rodney Hood. Nice pass to set things up.
Look, the most efficient offenses are the ones with the highest number of assists. There are only 5 teams in the league that average 25 assists or more.
Oh, shit.
Great feed. Sets it up.
Nobody gonna get Zach LaVine.
Finish.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Block him, block him, block him.
And finishes strong.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
Bread and butter, and there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
And they call the foul. Not the breeze there, Jack.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
That's the first foul in the last 2 minutes.
To Zach LaVine. Runner here. Won't go down. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Hood to Jackson. For 3. Hand in his face, Josh Jackson can't connect. Grant with the basketball. His guys can hold for the final shot.
There you go. There you go.
Oh,
get
backs his man down for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
It's time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The Bulls entered the locker room at halftime with a significant lead, and the offensive glass was their domain. They scored plenty of second chance points, asserting themselves in the paint.
Beast.
Hi, off
These are
kid.
the guys getting buckets for the Chicago Bulls. The Grizzlies did a lot of things wrong in that opening half. There isn't enough time to get into all of their problems, but I'll tell you this, they need to try to get better. These are the guys getting buckets for the Memphis Grizzlies.
Game track. Second chance points. Player of the half.
Zach LaVine earned recognition because of the sheer number of dunks he threw down. One after another, he kept rattling the rim with his awesome slams.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in that first half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Fellas, back to you.
First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. To Levine. Here comes the screen. To Zach Levine. Trying to cash in. Shot no good there by Levine. Dwayne Wade. The pass set it all up.
And Ed, here's my offensive theory. More touches, more points. This is a fast-paced league. Either the coaches adapt or you'll be left behind.
Levine to Markkanen. Not that time.
I give this defense so much credit. Sometimes it pays major dividends to have players that are willing to get their nails dirty. Just dig their hands in the dirt. And that's what kind of stand they're making on the defensive end.
To Levine. To Markkanen. Picked up by
Good shit. Good shit, Jackson.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Free throw is good to finish off the three-point play. And the margin down to 8. It's Chicago ball. To Wendell Carter. Marking it to Zach LaVine. Nothing going here on that drive. From the outside, no good.
When I saw this team come out and warm up, everybody looked focused. They looked into the game before the game even started. I saw a completely different team at halftime. Guys were coasting around. Guys were talking to girls in the stands. Guys were playing around with the ball boys. They weren't focused, and it's showing up right now in the second half.
To Wade. To Wade. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
Ooh, Ed, looking like the young Manu Ginobili with hair out there with the Euro step.
That wasn't that long ago, was it?
Hopefully they show us the playoff tree while we doing this after this game is over. Because I want to know who we facing. Could be the Rockets, could be Sacramento. But y'all can put your predictions down in the comments. Who do you think I'll make it all the way through the finals?
LaVine to Markkanen. Shot from the lane won't go.
Cultures have communication. Great cultures have teammates that are willing to push you to limits that maybe you didn't even see that you had. But right now, there's no leader on this team. Everybody's just going their separate ways.
Chicago basketball. Probing the defense to Markkanen. LaVine.
Block.
Able to convert inside.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
To Wade. Jared Jackson with the dunk. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. To Porter from long range. Not done yet. Slams it home on the putback.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there is a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
To Markkanen. Here comes the screen. Runner here won't go. Throws it down.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you head home.
LaVine to Porter.
Oh shit,
Fly
no.
from long range and a putback slam.
And I got a chance to hear a lot of the conversation at the bench. And one of the things they called out was owning the backboards. Looks like the message is really getting through.
Gets it in the left corner. Jared Jackson. Here's a chance from long range. Carries it on the catch and shoot.
We love to break this game down analytically. We even love to break it down more psychologically. But sometimes it's just about settling into the game. Seemed like in the first half, things were rushed. Now we finally see them have their composure and their poise.
Teacher of the Year. The winner will receive courtside seats and a presentation in his or her honor. Nominations can be submitted on our team website.
New blood coming in
No,
for both
why?
sides.
You take me out. Okay, good. We in the league. That's a blessing.
Jones with it. Leads just a point. Count it.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. To Valanciunas. Cruises inside for two.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
No good. Oh, looked like he may have gotten there.
One of the best kept secrets in the game. Utilize it, the head fake. Get the defender in the air. Crack into him. Don't give the refs any excuse not to call foul. I put that one on you. You went up a little bit lazy.
Bulls with the basketball. To Wendell Carter.
Block.
Jonas Valanciunas snatching it out of the air.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
Look at that. Calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
So Wendell Carter. To Markkanen. Markkanen slams it down.
And easy to get back on defense.
Jones with it. Up by 3. To Jaren Jackson. Great dish to set it up. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Bulls with the rock. To Wendell Carter. Levine. In the slam.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. To Jaren Jackson. Great pass to set it up. Easy pass to the rim.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Carter to Levine. Oh, nice find for the basket.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the past. That's one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
First one, count it.
90.
Goes 2 for 2.
Good thing he just hit them 2 free throws, but they would have caught this shit out. Oh, fuck, no!
Buries the wide open 3. That's too easy.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen.
Did it go in? Did it go in? Pray to God that it went in before he fouled me.
Listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
Bro, come on now. Oh, man, stay on.
The last thing you want to do in that spot. Fouls him shooting the 3.
You can't sag. You got to be up in it. It was close, in my opinion, but the offensive player will win that debate every time.
Late heave to beat at the buzzer. Grizzlies get the
Well, good
victory
night, Chicago.
as they
See
win
y'all
this
in the
one by
playoffs.
4. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew,
If y'all
I'm
enjoying
Nick
this
Cohen.
series,
This has been a
make sure you like,
presentation
comment,
of
and
the
subscribe.
NBA on EA Sports.
Milwaukee, you're next.
Jalen Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Grizzlies emerged victorious after a tight finish. I could get into detail about their play calling and shot selection, but let's be honest. We all know that the dunks were the most exciting. I'd be surprised if the rim isn't a little bit bent at this point. The Bulls must be devastated after such a close loss. The way they shot the ball was outstanding, but even still, it wasn't enough to get the result they wanted. More often than not, you're going to win games when you shoot the ball as well as they did here today. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Chicago Bulls.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
Being able to put up these kind of numbers is always impressive, but having the ability to lead and inspire is something special. Top plays, and we've got 3 of them for you.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here are the remaining games.
San Antonio for the Bulls. Wow.
That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.
Yo, find my city. Antonio Jones is the most watched TV this season. Antonio Jones will be doing his best to make sure the Grizzlies win. Streak doesn't end tonight. If one team is a favorite to make it to the finals, it's the Grizzlies. Their 6-game winning streak is nothing short of spectacular. Truth. All right, y'all. this is the last game before the playoffs. And it looks like we're going to face the Rockets. Unless the Utah Jazz end up winning another game. Or Sacramento. So let's get into the Bucks game. And after that, I don't know. I might play game one, I might not. I might say that one other day. Let's go Classic versus City. Alright, Giannis. Hope you're ready for your last game, Giannis, because I'm about to take this to the banks.
It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From FedEx Forum, just off Beale Street in downtown Memphis. Tonight, it's the Memphis Grizzlies taking on the Milwaukee Bucks. Control the tap.
And we gotta do this at home eventually. Damn.
By Eric Bledsoe.
Let's put this home crowd away. Remember, we won't forget.
Jones with it. He'll run the offense. Lets it fly from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up the three.
Bledsoe with the basketball. Down three. Here comes the screen to Middleton. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
From the outside, no good. Jones with it. Looking to make something happen. Has a chance. That's no good.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Jonas Valanciunas snatching it out of the air.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Gets toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
Scoring is going to be so important for the Grizzlies this year. You have to remember, they were second from the bottom in points per game. Only the Kings were worse the year before.
Bledsoe to Adetokunbo. Bledsoe to Adetokunbo. Get the
Good shit, Jackson. Good shit.
That's going to make a nice poster.
Passed it off. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
So many times we get on a defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
We taking this streak all the way through to the playoffs, and I don't care who says so or what. I don't care if it's the Kings, I don't care if it's the Rockets, and I don't care who it is. We winning this playoffs all the way through.
One free throw, count it. It's a three-point play, and the lead up to 8. The Bucks at the controls to Bledsoe. Middleton. Brook Lopez missed his first. That one goes.
Just remember an old saying here. You're only as good as your last shot, and your last shot went in. So it's time to get going.
Jones with it. 8-2 our score. To Wade. Oh, nice find for the basket.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Adetokunbo to Middleton. And counted at the rim.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
To Jaren Jackson. From long range. Message received. Well defended. Giannis in control of the basketball. 10-4 is the score. Count the basket at the rim.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Memphis, they've got it to Jaren Jackson. On the touch at the rim. Count it.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Giannis with it up top. 12-6 our score.
Come on, big man. Come on. Oh,
Trying to cash in. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's 2 for 5. Not great, but trending.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say
that's
no
my fault for
foul.
running my damn mouth against
Answers
them. And I broke
defensively
my
and
ankles.
quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
George Hill to Middleton. Offensive rebound. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Jones with it. 14-10 the score. To Jaren Jackson. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Now the Bucks going to signal for a timeout as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Rebound taken by Portis. It's Grizzlies ball. Hood. To Jackson. Josh Jackson above the rim on that. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Beverly to Adetokunbo. Using the post to his advantage there and the finish at the rim.
Old school equals high percentage.
Jones with it. Up 6. Has a look. Missed that one. The defender was all over him.
And it's never a great thing when you're talking to yourself the entire next possession about the shot you just missed. Now you know you're in that player's head mentally.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Jones with it. They lead it. 4-point game. Couple of cracks at the line.
Really?
There's a fine line between being active and being a detriment. You don't want to keep giving up extra possessions.
First free throw is good. Able to convert on both free throws. Giannis in control of the basketball. Now down 6. To Middleton. The drive, right to the man. Oh, ferocious slam inside. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
Giannis
Alright, Giannis, chill.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great
That
sound.
man came out of the gates and
But guess
said,
what? The refs
fuck
bid,
this,
and
I'm
that's the
taking
game.
over. Over Kyle Anderson, though.
Giannis Antetokounmpo trying to cash in on a three-point play.
I see why you want MVP so damn much.
The free throw is good. It's back to a one.
Hey, this is our game.
Alright, 438.
Substitutions.
Beverly to Antetokounmpo.
Oh my god, Kyle.
Able to convert inside.
Now he's about to get dunked on again. I'm saying, please save my man.
To Kyle Anderson. Nothing going here on that drive. Anderson. Good. Off a spin.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Valanciunas with the rebound. Jones with it. 2-point advantage. To Wade. Defense making the ball carrier work. Short jumper won't fall.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Jonas Valanciunas tips it. Brook Lopez. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Wayne Wade. Going to launch beyond the arc. He engulfed him that time.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Stevenson to Antetokounmpo. Fires the 3. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
For 3, not that time. Jonas Valanciunas. Terrific shooting. He's 4 for 5. Now a whistle, and we'll get a timeout called by Milwaukee as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point basketball game. Opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Beverly to Middleton. Here's a chance from long range. Can't get the bounce. And the Grizzlies able to clear the rebound. Missed the wide open look. Jonas Valanciunas. He's now 5 for 6.
I love the drive to the basket. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Stevenson here against Jones. Oh, had him going there for a second. Jonas Valanciunas with a piece. That's his third block this evening. Just inside the arc, at the buzzer. That's it for the first half. The Grizzlies out in front.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jalen Rose, and this is your EA Sports Halftime Report. The Grizzlies are in a tight battle after 2 quarters. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the lead.